just have to follow your love, right? There is no path. There's no path till you walk it. And you have to be willing to play the fool. So don't, read the book that you should read. Read the book you want to read, right? Don't listen to the music that you used to like. Take some time to listen to some new music. Take some time to talk to somebody that you don't normally talk to. I guarantee if you do that, you will feel foolish. That's the point. Play the fool.
As you know, I don't follow the records. The records follow me. So it's good. Another one in my book.
So my question to you is, I'm giving you a choice to change the world or to change yourself. What would you choose to do and why?
I think I would change myself, because just like appreciation comes from home and charity comes from home, change also comes from within. So if you have the power to change yourself, you can change the world.
Picture this. You're in the game, you've trained hard, and you're ready, but the scoreboard doesn't reflect your efforts. Hold on. Don't throw in the towel just yet. Remember, the only way you can truly fail is if you surrender. Each stumble, each missed shot, each bruise, they are not indicators of failure, but stepping stones towards success. Every fall is an opportunity to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. So dust off the dirt, shake off the doubt, and get back in the game. With every setback, you're one step closer to your goal. Remember, the road to victory is paved with trials and errors. So embrace the struggle, for it's the struggle that shapes the champion within. Success isn't defined by the absence of failure, but the persistence through it. So, keep going, keep striving, and most importantly, never give up.
The one thing that remained constant was every time I was down, every time I hit rock bottom, somehow I was able to put everything aside and say, right, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to get back up. So it's not like I made a promise that I'm never going to fall down. Obviously, I was going to fall down. That's life. That is always going to happen in sport and life. But the ability to come back again and again made me realize that that incident was the one incident that helped me become mentally so strong.
So I think it's really successful cricket careers are not built on just your sacrifices. They're also built on a lot of other people's sacrifices for you. And I think so sacrifice is critically important for yourself, of course, and obviously, but also just recognizing that a lot of other people need to sacrifice a lot of their time, effort, and a lot of other things to help you succeed.
Nelson Mandela said that everything is always impossible until someone does it. Well, I'm going to be the one, I said to myself, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show it to them. Maybe it has never been done before. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm going to do it. And I did not listen to the naysayers.
When you want to create a legacy, it's what you do after failure that matters. Everyone's going to fail. You're definitely going to fail if you're trying a new thing. And if you don't try a new thing, you're not going to evolve. The person you are, your worth comes from how you react after you fail or how you react after you're hurt. That's being a person of integrity.
I think you cannot save your way to wealth. You can only earn your way to wealth. But my mantra overall is that I think every human on the planet should understand the language of money, which is finance. And if you understand the language, then you can speak it fluently. And when you can speak it fluently, you can become an expert in it. And expertise leads to a bunch of cash. When you continue to work harder, you make more, no matter what.
I think you've got to find your vocation. You've got to find what really is called a vocation. Is from Latin. So it's like a voice that speaks to you, that tells you this is where you should be. A lot of people are in the wrong job. So if you find the right job for yourself, and hopefully you really love it, to thine own self be true. So be true to yourself. For then, as sure as night follows day, you cannot be false to anyone else.
My childhood was completely taken away from me. There was no Christmas. There was no birthdays. It was not a normal childhood. No normal pleasures of childhood. Those were exchanged for hard work, struggle, and pain, and eventual material and professional success. But as an awful price, I cannot recreate that part of my life, nor would I change any part of my life. However, today, when I create my music, I feel like an instrument of nature. I wonder what delight nature must feel when we open our hearts and express our God-given talents.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Failure is essential. You learn a lot from it, and everybody fails. It's nothing special. When you're a kid and you're learning to walk, you fall, and that's how you learn to walk. Growing up, we make lots of mistakes and we learn from it, and that's how we become the person we are today. You need to know who you are. Like, I know that win or lose, I know who I am, so it doesn't affect me too much because I know what I'm capable of. You need to know yourself, and then failures are like, you learn from them.
It's less about learning newer things and more about focusing on refining the things that are crucial and that matter to my sustenance and growth. And particularly for myself, those things is to be completely true to my own self and being authentic. I don't care what the world is doing. I don't care how the world speaks. I don't care what the world speaks. I don't care what the world does. Because I'm not here to be the world. I'm not here in this world to be somebody else. I'm here to be myself. I have a purpose. I have something that I can share with the world. And my deepening of this roots means how true, how genuine, and how authentic can I be to my own self.
I feel for me most of the time is good time. Either you're learning or you're enjoying what you have learned. So it's not the ups and the downs. You know, you lose some, you win some. When you win, you celebrate. When you lose, you learn. Either ways, I'm having a good time.
I think failure isn't final. That would be one thing, and that it can actually be a lesson to help you succeed. Two would be everybody needs to compromise sometime. Compromise is part of life and love and relationships. Never forget where you're from. Is just like your roots and your upbringing and the life that brought you to where you are. Because there's lessons in there and hidden lessons that you'll be learning for the rest of time.
You just have to follow your love, right? There is no path. There's no path till you walk it. And you have to be willing to play the fool. So don't, read the book that you should read. Read the book you want to read. Right? Don't listen to the music that you used to like. Take some time to listen to some new music. Take some time to talk to somebody that you don't normally talk to. I guarantee if you do that, you will feel foolish. That's the point. Play the fool.
I have personally faced a lot of failures in my life. Sadly, self-doubt, negativity, insecurities, it all comes with failure. And when you hit rock bottom, that is the most crucial and important part of any human being because it can make you and it can break you. Failure has taught me to be humble, stay grounded, and be nice to everyone.
So suffering is not because of life situations. Suffering is because you do not know how to manage yourself. You do not know how to manage your own mind, your emotion, your energy, your very life. You do not know how to manage. Then everything becomes suffering.
I think the best definition that I have found of meditation is to be very, very present in the moment. This is a line that I read in a book to say that everything in your life should be a meditation. Whether you are, whatever you are doing, whether you're exercising, whether you're eating food, whether you're sitting and watching a film, if you are completely and supremely present in that moment, that is a meditation.
Of course, I set goals for myself, but I think the one thing is that I try and do as often as possible is to do whatever I do, at least do it mindfully, enjoy the process, do it mindfully, and not compromise on my mental health. Self-care is very much a part of, being able to do what I do. I do it because I make time to take care of myself as well.
And I'm here to tell you
there is an easier way. And that brings me back to this hack. You can make this easier. You can be a different person. Your morning routine is everything when it comes to success and happiness and putting yourself first and finding the time that you deserve to focus on what matters to you. And that incredible morning routine has to begin the night before. That's the hack.